Hello, everybody. Thank you for coming in. I'm gonna try to make this uh, short as to gravitational report. Another quote is getting me again. Was about not making it this report, but it's important report. For we are going through a very kind of like a shifts. Energies are high. We talk about the new energies. There was just the Schumann resonance right now, what shows up as yesterday and today. Usually the normal, it is about around 7, 8. Right now it's 70, which is 10 times the highest it's been. And this intensity of this new energies that are coming in here, this magnetic fields that we talk about into the gravity, they begin to bring this new shift, new energies that comes in. You think it's consequences, nor is not. We are preparing for the full moon and Virgo that actually is going to trigger divine energies with the shifts of Saturn. Saturn moves into Pisces, and that is going to be on the March 7th. And it's going to begin right now. It is like the last drops of the things that you need to clear. So once Saturn moves into Pisces, you need to clear this 30 years period of karma that goes on through it. Whatever you probably did within 30 years is going to comes in, and you are going to work out in there, clear it out, understand it, learn it, grow, mature. Everything is gonna coming in there. It's kind of like a review of 30 years period of your life. And it's higher energies right now to give you as much as you can inside of you to clear things out. It's the same thing. You might feel like heavy things are coming, famous situations, and so on. Pluto is moving, shifting also into Aquarius. So there is a lot of going on in the sky in there, and let's look at it, what's going on today. So before I do that, Grande, thank you for coming in, and Tiffany, thank you for coming in. If you ever any of you have any questions about it, please write it below. I'm gonna try to answer it as much as I can. Now I'm moving you on the side so I can look at it, the charts, can look at it, what's going on in there, and give you a heads up. All right. So heads up, 7 o'clock in the morning. Midheaven, it's 27 degrees. Oops, that's 7 p.m. I have to go back because I was looking forward to what is going on in there. I'm like, no, cannot be. Supposed to be a Sagittarius midheaven. That is the inner work in the morning that you look. There is something, maybe you have to look in expressions. Maybe there is an aggravation expressions. Maybe there is expressions like you want to blow off. Be mindful about work situations, family situations, friends situations. Don't blow your fuses. Okay. Look with more different energies inside of you. There is a divine energies towards the moon that is in Cancer. Okay, you not just go and blow within the family. You look at it how you to solve situations in a family, not to blow it from within, from within you. So there is this divine energies that goes towards Saturn and Mercury. That is going to be the focus in the next, pretty much talking about 5 days from now on. Communications about things that are behind the veil, things that are never spoken, things that are never said, things that were never actually got into. So, excuse me. So, with that being said, the ascendant is together with Neptune. You are going to, um, you're going to look at it, the things, the visions from within inside of you. These visions, they are right now, they're clouded by Mars, by the masculine energies, because Mars is clouded his visions. Why? because he thought he sees things. But is that the things of what he sees, or that's the things that he has the desire from within? So that's why you gotta be very mindful about Mars for the next kind of like a few weeks, I would say, about it, because this squaring towards Neptune is gonna be kind of like not that very well accepted. Okay, so try to don't look the visions, clear your mind, empty your mind, and allow the soul that takes over within the authority from within. Be careful with fighting authorities or authoritative figure within your life and so on. Mars squaring the sun usually talks about fighting authorities, fighting governments, fighting father figure, fighting religious leader or something. So stay away from all this. Okay, and you're going against authority. Authority is authority. The sun, it is the one that actually creates the gravitational field in the solar system. Don't do this. Okay, don't say I didn't tell you so. I'm just telling you. So Tiffany, topic intentions explanation can make you or break you depending on the situations. Choose wisely. Yes, exactly. You need to choose wisely. Be wise. That's what the new energies are. The new energies that comes in, it's like, stop, don't do this, stop any war, stop any situations, think differently, look at this, because the situations may poof, become a volcano. We're talking about when the sun is gonna comes in into the areas, that's gonna be a new thing is coming in. It's like oof. Okay. The moon is gonna go into a Leo pretty soon as well. That is a fire, a lot of fire's energies that it comes in. But the fire in Mars is in Gemini, and tracing this air and fire when it comes in and together, uh, it's gonna be crazy. But later on, Mars is gonna entering Cancer. We're talking about the first 20 degrees of Cancer. He's going to do the masculine energies that need to be good within the family. He's gonna put the order in. But right now, he's like breaking everything that it needs to be broke, everything from within, everything to comes in, arise out the problems in out in the surface. Matthew, thank you for coming in. Bob's, thank you. Big day for me. I need to head out and just clear my mind. The universe will take care of it. Exactly, the universe is gonna be take care of everything. Uranus is got beautiful sextile with only one aspect, that is the sun. Okay, the sun, the authority, works with the universe. You put the universe within the authority from within you, everything goes by the universe rules, by the energies that is there. So the universe is actually sends the energies into the to the solar system. We talk about this, and how the sun is transmuting these energies. That's what the Schumann resonance right now. It's 70, 10 times higher than the vibrations. Some of the people can take these vibrations. Some of the people are like not taking them very well. And it all comes in with these energies of peace. It is go on. So yes, choose wisely. Hi, Journey. Thank you for coming in. So 7 o'clock in the morning, this is how you're gonna wake up. This is gonna be the energies that you're gonna be working into it. 8 o'clock, you're probably at work. You're looking at your work situations, your work stuff. Maybe right now you don't feel like there should be or is not enough love at work. Maybe there is a demanding bosses. Maybe there is demanding situations because Venus is squaring midheaven. There is in Capricorn. Be mindful of what you're doing at work. Don't blow your fuses again. Don't be agitated because midheaven is a beautiful sextile with Uranus, and it's a beautiful, I'm sorry, beautiful trine with Uranus and a beautiful sextile with the sun. You take that authority within yourself to overcome because people who does not love you at work, they don't put the love in there at work. Guess what? They're not capable of loving. That's what they don't give it in there. Okay? But you have to be the love from within. Don't worry about the people emitting what they have from within themselves. You might find yourself a little bit lower within energies because you don't feeling the proper stuff that are coming in. You're not feeling the great things that's going on. All right. Sendon is at 20 degrees. You're going to areas. You're going to later on in about 5 hours from now. We're talking about like 1, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. We're going to be dealing with these energies of Venus healing with Chiron. That beautiful energies in there, but we're talking about that you have to heal there the old stuff inside of you, because if you're not healing the old stuff inside of you, guess what, when you're entering those new energies, you're not capable to go forward. You're not going to be able to move forward, and you maybe feel stuck because Saturn says you can't go on. So at 9 o'clock, you're probably still there thinking about the issues at work. Maybe a lot of emotions are going on because in midheaven it is opposing the moon. That is it, the emotions about within family. There, the family values, the family situations from within. You probably understand that something has to be changed. The moon and the Lilith are pretty much together. They are opposing midheaven and Pluto. There is a people who does not want to transition, people who's not want to transform, transcend, ascend, looking at from within themselves, take a new road, take a new leap, take in new situations, and so on. And you may gonna be dealing with this kind of people, but also you may be have to dealing with the same issues inside of you. There's going to be that intense energies, but there is a beautiful energies. There is a divine energies, 150 degrees, exactly what talking about with the 1 degree Mercury, who is right now in Pisces, and Saturn, that is in 29 degrees, 32 minutes of Aquarius still. You have like another 5 days until Saturn actually officially moves. That's going to happen during the full moon. This full moon is going to be very, very heavily put pressures. Okay, so pressures of the pains, pressure of the things they are not healed. You need to understand that if the doctors doesn't stick their hands into the wounds, they're not going to be able to heal it from it. But you are the doctor of your own wounds. That is going to be this beautiful trigger of the moon, because the moon in Virgo is going to trigger Saturn to move. It's going to ignite Saturn. When it moves, Saturn moves into Pisces. This is going to be like 2.5, 3 years period of releasing and healing karma there. That is going to be, if you see the chart, there is this beautiful energy that goes in towards Saturn and Mercury to move, ignite this ignitions in there. Otherwise, she's going to be opposing a lot of situations. Maybe it's going to be rough, talking about the Sag, Gemini, and Pisces situations inside of it. But looking at with all those energies of the full moon that are going to be, we looking at this energy that is going to tell, here's the problem, fix that. All right. So this is what the preparation right now is. The ascendant is at 14 degrees of Taurus. Work with the universe. If you work with the universe, you have no problem, because the universe is going to set you on a fast-paced road of healing. 10 o'clock, the midheaven is at 9 degrees of Aquarius. There is a square towards Uranus and oppositions of the moon. Your emotions, maintaining positive emotions during this time. Okay, these positive emotions brings positive energies. These positive energies brings a positive gravitational fields around you. Okay, if you can't, if you're not, look inside of you. What do you see? Okay, the moon, it has a beautiful trine with Neptune still, because the moon is in Cancer and Neptune is in Pisces. There is the emotions. You look at those emotions through the proper visions of Neptune. Neptune has a sextile with Pluto. It says this is what you need to transcend, not fight. This is what you need to overcome, not fight. Okay, you go into that fight mode between the moon that is opposing Pluto, you never gonna do the things that you should have done. You still have to. This energy is gonna coming back to you. Okay. So at 11 o'clock, the ascendant is gonna be with Mars. Is gonna be showing you what you're going to fight later on. We're talking about late and about afternoon. That's going to be between 5, 6 o'clock in the afternoon. But you're going to get the heads up what it's coming towards you because the ascendant is together with Mars. You see the visions, but they have not coming in over you, which is midheaven. Okay, so you have spent like a 5 hours window you to go ahead and calm that masculine energies within you, and you're gonna see the visions. How midheaven, it is at 25 degrees of Aquarius, take the new road, and the ascendant, it is beautiful right now sextile with Venus and Chiron. So the feminine and masculine energy is going to work now to calm down the masculine energies from within. You to take a new road from within yourself. At noon, you guys know midheaven. It's close together with the sun. That's how it goes, and that's whatever you see in the morning by midday is right on top of you. Uh, for that's how you deal with. Once the situations you deal with, it's already behind you. That's how it goes from within. Ascendant is at 3 degrees of Cancer. You're going to be looking at within the family situations. Maybe some of the family situations are tied up into the karma, tied up to what you need to do, how you need to fix this. Ascendant at 3 degrees is a beautiful trine with Mercury and Saturn. And at the same time, it is a beautiful sextile with the North Node. You're going to see how the new energy of giving you these visions and clarity of what you need to adjust in order to receive these beautiful energies with that going to be manifesting into the material world, which is Taurus. It's got to be something to do with dealing with material stuff. That could be a good news about moving, a good news about buying a house, renting, or something that it's involving all the things within the material world. Maybe a news that you are all of a sudden getting the money, maybe the situations with money, and so on. It is something that it's going to be a positive with in this. If you look at it, the midheaven with the sun, it is squaring Mars. Be mindful about these energies. Okay. Don't be mad warrior with authority, trying to put your authority from within. Look the universe what's telling you to not fight. Because the most of the time that you win is when you not participate within the fights. Especially if somebody has their fights from within. 1 o'clock, midheaven is going to be together with Neptune. There's going to be this square with Mars. It's going to point, why do we have this intense visions? What is this aggravating visions from within? But the midheaven and Neptune, they're going to be a beautiful trine with the union between the moon and Lilith. That is going to be this energy of the wisdom of the queen that comes in. But if the queen shifted and transcend and transform, no problems. If she's not fighting this, there's going to be no problem. If she sees the visions, how to change, how to transform, that's going to be great. Why? Because all the midheaven and Neptune, they are beautiful trines with Lilith and the moon, and they have sextile with Pluto. So if you look at it, the way the energy is, here is the moon, here is Pluto. You are fighting here. But there is right here is Neptune. You go, you have a clarity of the visions, and Neptune says, like here, that is how you go, that answers from within you. To keep your inner peace from within yourself, to look at all these situations, you don't have to be all these negative situations from within you. 2 o'clock, the ascendant actually is going to point out exactly that energies between the Lilith, the moon. There, it's going to be more enforced. But you're going to have to work or something else. You have to heal time and let go of things inside of you. Because midheaven is together with Jupiter, Venus, Chiron. Okay, that is it about the old wounds to be healed. If you don't let it go of the pain, you're still gonna have the wounds. Now is you have to heal from within. Heal this, move on, move out, get on, get these energies. Because Chiron says, I am the wounded healer that heals myself. Nobody else can heal me but me. And that is it, the energies during a 2 o'clock in the afternoon that you're going to deal with this. So at 3 o'clock, the ascendant goes into 10 degrees of Leo. The midheaven is at 29 degrees of Aries. That is a beautiful sextile that it goes in with Saturn and Mercury right there. But it is a squaring Lilith and the moon. Be mindful about these moon situations because there's going to be a T-square. You may feel intensity around 3 o'clock. That is a coming in because you think the others doesn't change. The other doesn't transform. The other doesn't do this work. The other has not do the right situations from within. Um, the energy that it comes in with Mercury and Saturn is what did the teacher told you? Did you listen to the teacher? Who is the teacher? The life. Did you learn from your life mistakes? Did you changing according to these mistakes or not? And these energies that it's coming in, it's going to be a squaring also Uranus in there and the North Node of the ascendant. You will see why the things are. The growth of the child. You need to understand, Leo, it is the fifth house, that is the children, where they are. That is when the children grow up. They maturing. Okay, that's what the Leo usually they pick it up at work with kids, doing and work with kids. They love the kids, but they also have to understand that at a certain point they have to allow the kids to grow and mature. That is the lessons that is in there of the wisdom that needs to be gained. So at 4 o'clock, the ascendant still is going to be at Leo, 22 degrees. Right now, there's oppositions towards Saturn and Mercury is really is going to point it out. Midheaven is together with 15 degrees with Uranus. And this energy there is fight. Some of the kids, they don't want to grow up. They want to fight the destiny. They're like, but I always want to stay a kid. I always want to be like this and so on and so on. It's your destiny is you to grow up. And there's going to be a lot of divine energies that it's coming in from the ascendant specifically towards Neptune. It shows you how beautiful life can be when you mature, when you grow, and what the things they can develop and build from within your life. The ascendant at Leo is very beautiful energy, sextile with Mars, helping that masculine energy to calm down. For and the ascendant has a beautiful trine with Venus, Chiron, and Jupiter. So you see the visions. You're gonna deal with these visions later on. Maybe we're talking about like 10, 11 o'clock at night. 5 p.m. There is gonna be this energy of the midheaven. There is gonna be transition on 29 degrees of Taurus. And there is quite a few things on 29 degrees. First of all, Saturn. There is a this intense energies there of Saturn is shifting, and it's the square. You see that the things that you probably didn't said, the things that you haven't learned, the things that was never said, or so on. It is what it is. You have to learn it from within yourself, develop from within yourself. Ascendant is at 4 degrees of Virgo. This is going to be kind of like a review of the full moon, what it's going to coming to you. Okay, so around 5 o'clock is going to be like patience, see what she's got coming in against you. You have to look, you have to see. That's what this preparations that I'm talking about. You're going to look at it, those energies. And maybe later on, we're talking about like a midnight. You may have some dreams, visions around 1 o'clock in the morning. While we sleep, you're going to be all of a sudden awakened because there is this energies that tells you you can't sleep because this is not solved. You don't have the inner peace within yourself. Okay. But if you do, the ascendant that it's at 4 degrees is beautiful trine with the North Node. You're receiving the good karma if you have your conscious clear. Okay, you have nothing you to worry about. All this. So at 6 o'clock, midheaven is pretty close together with Mars. The ascendant is at 16 degrees of Virgo. It is opposing the sun there, and it's squaring Mars. So there is a this T square with Mars. Be careful when you go back home and grinding it out towards your partner or towards your kids, towards your situations, because the moon has got all these intense energies that are coming. Excuse me for a second. The moon is squaring the North Node with Lilith. The moon, it is opposing Pluto and ascendant. It is squaring the sun and Neptune, and they are squaring Mars. Mars squaring the moon. A lot of intense energies. If I'm you personally, I would try to go someplace, move somewhere in the quiet. I'm expecting a lot of the people to have at home have some of these situations, intensity, and they don't know where it's coming from. All that is, it is divine talks. You to have the divine talks. Otherwise, the energies are so intense. If you grow, if you mature, this energy is not going to affect you. Why? The ascendant that is at 16 degrees of Virgo, which is that is going to be the full moon. The full moon is going to happen at the 16th degree. Okay, that's what is going to happen in there. And you look at it, that energy is divine energies with Jupiter, Chiron, and Venus. That energy, it is in trine with Uranus. You see, you take that the universe energies he has, and they're going to be neutralize everything else. But if you are within emotions, you're within the lower energies, let me tell you this, it's not going to be pretty. And don't say I didn't say that. You may feel the intensity of these energies because there's so much you can handle. Maybe some of you is going to blow up the fuses. Don't blow your fuses. Empty out. Go ground yourself. Go take a shower. Calm down. If you have to go take a sleeping pill, go to sleep. Just like go home and relax. Hi, Alicia. Thank you. And at 7 p.m., that energy is going to be a little bit calm down. There is still going to be this T square of Mars. Maybe the Mars still want to have these visions. Oh, I need to do this. This has to happen. This is so on and so on. But the ascendant is got a divine energies towards Saturn and Mercury, and Lilith and the Moon have the divine energies towards Saturn and Lilith. That's mean your dark side, your shadow side that comes in and to help you out. Midheaven is at 27 degrees of Gemini. That is the divine energies towards Pluto. When a Mars beginning to go into these degrees, we are going to have the divine transformations within the masculine energy. But all depends. Are you going to hold on over with your authority over your anger? Are you going to win this fight from within you? Not acting the old way with the physical force, with the physical, I am this, I am that, I'm the authority. No, the authority is to overcome your anger. You to mature as a masculine energy. That's what this square between the sun and Mars right now is. Not to say nasty things, not to do a nasty situations, not to go ahead and be a physical or so on and so on. That is it, the divine transformations. But you gonna be tested when there is these situations. So one of these situations is gonna be today. Okay, hopefully you're gonna pass your own test. Midheaven, it is a divine energies with Pluto. That is the divine work. It's telling you this is divine work. That's what this is happening for it. Do it. You're gonna succeed. Okay. So at 8 o'clock, the ascendant goes in Libra. It's gonna be opposing Venus, Chiron, Jupiter in there, but she's sextiling the moon. The ascendant sextile the moon and Lilith, and that energy of the moon and Lilith right now begins to trine Jupiter, Venus, and Chiron. Now, through the growth of Leo, okay, that is the power of Libra Leo that it goes in there and heals it. Balance, Queen, King, love. When the king and the queen become understands the love, they're fixing the balance, not fighting to it. If you are fighting, there's nothing is gonna be good coming out of this. And guess what? Where is that coming no good? Midheaven is at 11 degrees in Cancer in the family, which is midheaven is squaring Venus, Jupiter, and Chiron. And I'm gonna be able to heal the wounds in there in the family. There is no way. The only way, though, but if you take the authority of the universe from within, the midheaven at 11 degrees, it is beautiful sextile with Uranus, and there is a trine with the sun, the authority. You take the authority from the universe in you. Let the universe handle it, not you, not your authority. Okay, your authority is to handle these energies in there. It have these great visions from within you. At 9 p.m., the ascendant goes at 21 degrees of Libra, beautiful trine there towards Mars. You may be past the test and you're going to congratulate yourself and your masculine energy because right now Mars, Venus, they are coming and they're working together. That is a with Chiron and Jupiter, you outgrow this. Okay, you pass this, you survive all these situations. Midheaven is in 25 degrees of Cancer. That is a beautiful trine with Neptune. You see the visions in there. Also, the ascendant, it is in trine with Saturn and Mercury. Beautiful learning, beautiful situations in there. If you have not learned it, though, midheaven, the moon, and Lilith, this is going to be the ugly side. You know, when the feminine side doesn't know when to stop talking and creates all this pile of energies of talking and talking and talking and talking. It creates all the aggravations when the volcano finally blows up. Be mindful about this energy, and I'm going to talk to you about this. So picture this: midheaven, Lilith, and the moon are opposing Pluto. So Pluto is right here. It squares the ascendant. The ascendant, it is opposing Jupiter, Venus, and Chiron. And the moon, it is squaring the north node. Can you imagine all this pile of negative energies coming in together? We are talking about intuitions that it has the wrong ideas. We're talking about the disbalance that is so wrong because of lack of transformation. We are talking about not looking at the growth and the love and heal the wounds from the past. And we are talking about you are fighting the destiny from within you. Think about what's going on. So there is a lot of this energy upcoming. Be mindful about this energy. There, try not to find it. Hi, CC, something it's funny. Yes, it is. Following the white rabbit, exactly. Following the white rabbit, you have to go in where? You have to go into the rabbit hole. The ascendant at 10 o'clock, it goes into a Scorpio, diving within the underworld. Midheaven is at 10 degrees of Leo. We're talking about this Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius, Taurus situation. It's been on the menu for a long time and it still is going. Okay, the midheaven is at Leo. That is the work that you are doing right now. That is squaring the North Node. There is a squaring the ascendant together with Lilith and oppositions with Pluto. If you haven't transformed, it shows you what you cannot be transformed, what you have not transformed in there. Try not to make any intense actions during this time because actions speaking louder than words. Okay, you might think one thing, but you do another thing because on the base of the ego and the emotion is like, what did I did that? Where did that came from? And so on. Well, it came in from the lower energies. It came in from the underworld. But if you've been already in the underworld, ascendant has a beautiful trines with Saturn and Mercury. You learn your lessons, you learn your situations. You know what to tell yourself, which is Saturn and Mercury have this divine energy towards the moon and Lilith. You know how to hold on into all this. And by doing it, that midheaven, the moon, and Lilith has this beautiful trine towards Jupiter, Venus, and Chiron. You know how to heal all this. Question is are you gonna do it? So yes, you see the things are funny a little bit. And at 11 o'clock, the ascendant goes into a 15 degrees of Scorpio. Midheaven is at 25 degrees of Leo. That is going to be these oppositions with Saturn and Mercury. It's like, when the king says, like, well, this is my word and I don't care if I'm wrong or right, usually wrong. And that is this ego based situation. So be careful about this energy because the ascendant that it's in 15 degrees of Scorpio, it is opposing Uranus, which is the universe, at 15 degrees and 38 minutes in Taurus. Talking about Taurus, Scorpio situations, positions there. The one it's my material possessions, and the other is like, oh, I use the material possessions for my own gains. That's what Scorpio is. So look at inside of it. What is this fight is? Okay, but there is a lessons. If you learn the lessons in there, it's gonna be a beautiful because the ascendant at 15 degrees of Scorpio, which is the rabbit hole, there is a divine energy towards Jupiter, Venus, and Chiron. You heal there. All right. There is also a beautiful trine with the sun. There is a beautiful energies of the authority. What authority? Your authority, the universe authority inside of you. Okay. In the midheaven, there is a divine energies with Neptune. Some of you is gonna get the divine visions of what you need to do in your life to change. And that's what it was, the astrogravitational report for today. Hopefully, I'm gonna get better of doing all this. It's been a lot of purging, a lot of going on, a lot of situations. I know I'm not the only one who does that. A lot of us are going on through these situations, and hopefully everything is gonna be okay. I hope that everything goes in your life. Hopefully, this report is helping you. Now, if you have some questions, you guys can go ahead and ask about it. Tiffany H, press that button. Thank you, Tiffany. All right. Talking about the full moon. Maybe we need to talk about the full moon. Maybe I'm gonna do a full moon and Virgo report because that's gonna be setting up the tone for about 2.5, 3 years. So it's that energy that it's going to be transiting there with Saturn in Pisces. That's going to be ending of karmic communications, karmic situations, karmic lessons, cut contracts, karmic lessons, cut contracts, karmic contracts, solving karmic contracts, all this because Saturn is the karmic ruler that ending a cycle from within. And some of you, if you did the work and cut karmic situation, you left it, everything, the karma to be solved situations, you probably release all these karmic ties from within you. Maybe today we're going to be talking about karmic ties into the main channel. We'll see about that. And if you guys don't have a questions, let's share the love and the light here. And I'm going to wish you to have a great day and beautiful, beautiful work. And hopefully you passed your own test from within yourself. All right, guys. Thank you guys for coming in. Be love.